Hello, I am Melody Jacobs, and I'd like to welcome you back to our 30 for 30 financial challenge, where over the next 30 days, we will be helping 30 families to begin their journey to financial fitness. This is my first recap video in our series. Now, we first talked about the two objectives that everyone has, and the first one being to provide for our daily needs through our labor. Basically, we go to work so that we can pay for our shelter, our clothing, our food, our transportation, and maybe even some extra entertainment or travel even. That's usually done through our labor. Now, the other objective we have is to be able to retire, preferably at an earlier age where we don't have to go to work every day and we can live comfortably for our remaining years. The challenge that we have is that most of us have to use some of the money from our labor to invest in money for our future, because invested money earns more money than money that we've earned through labor. And that's a terrible, terrible challenge for most people. Most people simply can't do it because they don't have enough money at the end of their bill paying cycle. So then we are faced with four major challenges. And the first one that I talked about was the challenge of inflation. Inflation is something we can't do anything about, but we have to be aware of it so that we can try to find strategies to help us get past it. Now, what is inflation? Basically, in review, it is the steady increase in the cost of goods and services over time. Basically, your money loses value year after year. So what we have to do is we have to find ways and places to put our money so that inflation can push it. In other words, put it somewhere where inflation works to our favor. Now, the next challenge that we had is the challenge of taxes. Taxes is something that we can minimize. Now, remember, I'm talking tax minimization and not tax elimination, because I'm not trying to go to jail for anyone, and I don't want anyone that I know going to jail. I don't even want to visit a jail. But anyway, let me explain what I'm talking about when I talk about taxes. I remember years ago, and I think my spirit was trying to talk to me and tell me I needed to learn or research. I remember years ago asking, why is it that debtors, when you're applying for a loan, a home loan, a car loan, credit card, whatever, why is it that they always use our gross income, knowing that we don't have access to all of that money that we earn in our gross income? All we have is our net. So let me explain what I mean. Say you earn $50,000 a year, and just, flat numbers. If 33% of your money is taxed, and remember, the people who earn their money through labor, through the W-2, their money is taxed at the highest interest rate, usually 33%, plus or minus. So if I'm earning $50,000 a year, and my money is taxed at 33%, I'm only bringing home roughly $30,000 to $35,000 a year. 50,000, 33,000. Now, I'm being given these loans on a $50,000 a year income, and I'm only bringing home 30 to 35, let's just say $33,000. That's a problem because I'm already starting behind. So now you see how taxes so negatively affects our lifestyle, our money. That is the second challenge that we have. Now, the next challenge is debt. We enter into debt because we don't have enough of our money to be able to pay for the lifestyle that we want to have. Because in our minds, we're making $50,000 a year. We're making that, but that's not what we're bringing home. And then we incur debt just trying to live up to that $50,000 a year lifestyle. This is a challenge. Now, the next thing that we talked about is big business. Something else that's pulling on your money, pulling on your emotion, pulling on your desire to live better. Big business spends the money to get your attention, to try to gain your loyalty so that they can get your hard-earned money. Think about it. Every month there's a different holiday. There is, let's start with July. There's the 4th of July. There is in August, there's back to school. In September, there is Labor Day. In October, there is Halloween. And they even have sales connected to Columbus Day. In November, there's Veterans Day and sales. There are Thanksgiving Day. After Thanksgiving Day, what's that? Black Friday, Brown Thursday, or whatever they call it, Cyber Monday, there's Christmas. I can go on and on every month, and if you just watch the television commercials, you'll see the same thing. They are steadily pulling on your money, making you an asset on their books, but they're really a liability on yours. If you're spending money influenced by big business, they got you. But we have strategies that can help you overcome that. If you'd like to know more, text to me, Gotta Get Over It, to 910-635-3571. Text the words, Gotta Get Over It, to 910-635-3571, and I'll be sure to respond with more strategies for how you can overcome all of these challenges to your money. Thanks.